Hey, what's up guys, Aiden here. So today we're having a look at Roy Jones Jr. This is an edited version of one that I made about a month ago, but I'm better at this creative fighter business, so I thought let me revisit Roy Jones Jr. So here we go. So just copy what you see on the screen to get the same results as mine. I'm going to say that this is based off Roy Jones when he was about 26, because I looked at a younger picture when he was in his prime, when I was doing this one. Now for the stance, I left up to you guys. I mean, Nate Diaz was what I chose originally. I think with a Michael Bisping, he's going to have a little bit more hop, a little bit more pep in his step. So one of these two I would go for. I'm going to leave it as Nate Diaz for now. And yeah, let's have a look at what we've done with the face and stuff. So basically, I've changed his hairstyle. I think I had his hair at hair number 2 last time. I've gone for hair 7 now. And it was really a tough decision between hair 7 and hair number 10. Like, I don't know, man. I'm still torn about it, but I went for hair 7 in the end. I'll leave that up to you guys. So you got two options there: hair number 10 or hair number 7. Moving on from that, we've got eyebrows, we've got brows 4, and we chuck some tattoos on there as well to give it a little bit of extra zing to it, a little bit more flavor. I don't know what I'm on about, to make the eyebrows thicker basically. Next up, facial hair. Now you can do this with tattoos. I didn't. I just used facial hair 21, and then I added on extra bit, as you can see, just under the chin, under the lip, one above the mouth, and one to each side. If you want to do the staple version of Roy Jones's facial hair, then you're gonna have to have a quick look at a Google picture and try and sync it up. Leave a little gap at the bottom. But I didn't do that because the picture I was going off, he kind of looked like this. For body hair, I didn't give him any. But if you guys want, you could actually give him body hair 3. It actually adds a little bit more detail to it. So you know what? Let's do that, man. Let's give him a little smidge of body hair, man. Because you know what? Not everyone is just cleanly waxed all the time. Yeah, there we go. So hair 7. Hair color for everything is black, 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 and again, actually, I think maybe dark brown or light, maybe even light brown. Just a little bit less. I'm gonna go for light brown for the body hair. So if you enjoyed the content, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. And let's keep the show going. So we've got dark brown for the eyes. As you can see, I have made some tweaks since last time from my earlier Roy Jones to the eyes. I moved the eyebrows around as well. For his body type, I've gone for body 11. Thought that was a good fit. Oh, but now I'm thinking body 10. If you want like I don't know, was Roy Jones ever this skinny? If this was a little bit more muscly, then yeah, that would be the one. But I'm going to say body 11, guys, is the one to use because it's got long reach with that. But if you wanted a more lean version, body 10. But he kind of looks like a welterweight or lightweight there. So I'll leave that up to you guys. For tone, I've gone for tone 8. I think that's, yeah, that's the only one that's going to work. Tone 8 is perfect fit. You don't need to change that. For his head, we are working off template number 18. And then copy what you see on the screen to get the same results as what I have in mind. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased actually. What I'm doing is I'm going through all the creative fighters that I've made in the past, and the ones that are like still on my hard drive, and I'm just tweaking them, bruv. I'm just having a look. I'm like, some of the guys I didn't release, I'm gonna release, like Chuck Norris, PewDiePie, a few other guys. And yeah, I just saw Roy Jones. He was just sitting there. I was like, you know what? I was happy with my Roy Jones, but let me have another go. Let me just see what I can do to improve it. Bring it up to the level of the Mike Tyson. So yeah, this is where I kind of got with him so far. I probably will just leave him on the drive again, and then again I can just revisit him later. He's one of my favorite fighters anyway, so I'll definitely use him in ranked play, in a quick match, in invite a friend, all different modes, in a custom fight now, whatever it is that I feel like playing that day. One thing I do want to do though, I just noticed it. Okay, so we have tattoo up there, so we're gonna have a look at the tattoos, and I'm gonna do a slight tweak to the one, if I can find it, between his eyebrows. Okay, so I've got a skin tone one actually. Alright, cool. Let's start the tattoos. So guys, we're gonna work through the tattoos now. So shape's 19, and basically what you want to do with that is you want it to cover his whole body all the way to the left, and then this is up to you actually. You don't have to do this part, but one tick to the right just gives him a slightly darker skin tone. And do the same thing on the left arm. Again, it's covering the whole arm. And then again, one moment, on the right arm. So that's cool, that bit's done. Next up, we have some Mythos Font 9 business going on, and this is for the eyebrows. And again, it's not too important, like you don't have to do this precise, but just make sure that you're layering his eyebrows similar to what I have in mind, and press left on the D-pad to just fade it in a little bit as well. Or if you want to make them a bit thicker, then obviously leave it as it is, but I faded them in a bit. Same again, you want to just follow the kind of shape that the eyebrows are naturally. Give it a little one on that side. And I've got one more on this side. And I'm thinking actually that's a little bit sharp. You know, I'm just gonna press L2 a little bit, give it a little bit of rotation maybe. Ah, see, now this is where it gets tricky, because you're like, oh man, actually let me put it back to how it was. I'm not gonna mess around. I'm gonna leave it as it is, but I'll leave that up to you guys to kind of perfect it if you want. I'm just gonna give you the gist of what I've done. Next up, clever font number 9. That is the one I was looking for. Yeah, so let me put that back, right? What I want to do actually, I want to just fade that in a little bit more. Just tiny bit. There we go, about there. Now, you know what, a little bit, tiny bit more. Boom. And that's just going to give him a little bit of shadow right around where his eyebrow ridge is. Next up, we have clever font number 9. And this one is just above his eyebrow here. And I've made sure to fade it in quite a bit, because this originally was based off the older Roy Jones, but now I've made it the younger prime version, so I've faded in the clever fonts a bit more. We have one down here as well. Got one up here. You know what, guys? I'm so scared that like my game file's gonna get corrupted or something. I'm gonna lose all my creative fighters. Like, that's my biggest fear. So I'm like, let me just offload as many of these guys as I can. Clever font number 9 is on the eyebrow I've got there. Got one on the other side as well. Yeah, so I'm probably, because I don't know, man, I read someone had a glitch where they lost all their fighters, so I don't want to be that guy. These two aren't necessary because I've changed the hairstyle anyway. So actually I'm just going to fade mine out there. And I've got one up here as well. Fade that out. So I changed the hairstyle. That was originally for because of the hair. Okay, yeah, so if you want to make the crown of the hair a bit darker, then you can chuck one up there. I think I will actually, yeah. So a little bit. So basically it's right at the top of his head. Just give it a little bit of darkness to the hair so it doesn't look quite so, whatever you want to call it, spaced. And then Mythos font number 9, which is, yeah, okay, so this is just the facial hair connector. Actually, let's just tweak it slightly. So L1 and left, just to make it a little bit thinner. So just so it kind of reaches up, and I can actually stretch it out a little bit, maybe like that. Blend it in a little tiny bit more. And I'll probably do the same on the other side as well, actually. So we'll look at the other side. Yeah, because I've changed the hairstyles. So pull this one up. I pull that up to about there. Is that right? And flip it by, I press triangle to flip it as well. Yeah, that looks good to me. And what else we got? So we got one under his lip just here, and we're using Mythos font number 9, guys. And then what I've done is I've gone through where his facial hair is around his lip. I tweak this one as well, and just made it, give it a bit more fullness. So you don't have to do this step, but if you want to give him a facial hair a little bit darker, then I'd recommend it. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I'll get OCD with this part, man. That's why I try not to like faff around with it too much. But you know when you notice something and you just can't unsee it. Now I can't unsee it. Gosh dang it. Hang on. Just a tiny little tweak there. Alright, cool. And one more up there. Yeah, and that's a wrap for Roy Jones. And then let's have a look at his clothing. So I've given him, what have I given him for his bottoms? I've given him Greek red. I've given him the splatter white gloves. And then if you want to make Roadman Jones, then give him the black track jacket. I just want to see what it looks like. Hang on. What was it? I bought, yeah, orange pants. Doesn't really go with the top, to be honest, but oh well. Try with this one. But yeah, anyway, that's this tutorial done, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start recording the next one. Now this is Roy Jones, like the kickboxer version. If Roy Jones was a kickboxer, this is how he would look. If you enjoyed the content, like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate all the support, guys. Thanks for joining the stream the other day. And yeah, let's just keep the show on the road, man. Let's keep it going. I'm gonna work through all the suggestions best I can, bro. This Christmas period, I'm gonna be going in. I'm gonna be going in. I'm gonna have a massive sleep on New Year's. So yeah, let's keep the show on the road, guys. And yeah, there's these new gloves I saw as well, black and white Kempo gloves. Kind of nearly look like boxing gloves, to be honest. Not too far off. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. I'm Aiden, and I'm out of here.